Yo, what's happening, boys? Conrad here. In today's video, I'm just going to go over everything that I sort of use to run my agency, to start my agency, and to actually scale it. I'm not sure what I'm going to title this video, probably something like tools that I use to get to 10k per month, just to rope you in and watch the video. But in reality, you can just start off with these, and you don't need no fancy ass tools to have a marketing agency or anything like that. I think some of these are very basic. There's only really four things I think that you really need, right? You need to be able to take payment. You need to be able to deliver the service that you're offering. You need to be able to communicate with your client, and then you also need to cover yourself a little bit legally in regards to a contract. And that's pretty much it. So I'll show you exactly what I use very quickly. I won't try and keep you for too long. The first thing, I'm going to jump into my screen now. The first thing is Stripe. Like, you need to be able to take payment. So this is probably the most popular sort of payment processor that you will have been informed by or whatever on YouTube, and all the gurus use this. And to be honest, you can't fault it. It's fucking fantastic. Automatic subscriptions on this saves my life, and it allows you to see how much monthly recurring revenue you're getting. You'll be able to charge the card automatically. Everything's done on autopilot, which is, and honestly, a lifesaver and a time saver and a headache saver. So Stripe is your go-to for payment processing. I mean, you can do other ways of like sending a manual invoice to a client and then charging them or waiting for them to pay it, but to be honest, just use this. I think this is probably better than trying to PayPal or any of that stuff, or bank transfers, etc. So just use this. Stripe is fantastic, and I can't recommend it enough. Second thing is Calendly, which is my calendar to book in calls with clients. So the way I run things is on my website or on any landing pages or any adverts or anything, always gets directed to my Calendly link, which clients or prospects or leads can actually book in through, and it all syncs up to the second thing, which is my Notion calendar. So I'll show you in a second what I actually run my whole agency on. But mainly, Calendly is really good for booking in and having sort of stuff like text reminders, etc. if you're actually paying for it. Majority of these things, I'm pretty sure they're all free in some way or another. Of course, majority of the tools or the benefits of it will be behind a paywall, obviously, because that's how they make money. It's software. But majority of these are free to use, so go and have a look at them. Honestly, they're incredible. Calendly is like 15 quid a month, I think I pay, and yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I get to use all the automations and follow-ups, etc. I get to collect payments for anything, so like I do consulting calls sometimes. People can pay straight through Calendly, no headache at all. That's linked with Stripe, so the two go together really well. But yeah, this is brilliant. It blocks out. It's basically synced with this calendar, which is how I run my whole days. So every single day I'll have blocked out, just like it shows you here, parts of it, and then you can set it whether you're busy that period or not. So for example, if I'm doing outreach, I might say that I'm not busy, and then somebody can book in through Calendly to talk to me because it'll show you as a slot. But sometimes I'll be doing things like on a call or something, it'll block that out, so then you can't double book, etc. It's fucking brilliant. So that's what I use for my day-to-day calendar, which is Notion calendar, and then to book in with clients or prospects or leads or whatever, use Calendly. Then I actually organize everything. My whole life is in Notion. Like, it's incredible. This app is free and it's brilliant. There are templates and stuff. I've never really used templates on it. But honestly, it is absolutely fantastic. Like, you get to write down everything. I have my whole agency on there. I have my whole personal brand on there. I have my whole mentoring thing on there. I've got everything on here. It is fantastic, and it gets you. It's just like a notepad, basically. It's brilliant. So if you ever want to use, like, write out, like, I don't know, things to do, like standard operating procedures for a client. So if you're onboarding a client, you want to follow a checklist, you can write that out in this, make a page, follow that every single time you sign a client, for example. The next thing is Canva. So this is what I use to create all the creatives. I don't really use any sort of templates in regards to any other websites. I know there's a lot of like ad creative templates and stuff that you can buy, and you can buy loads of templates for Canva off Etsy, etc. But to be honest, I don't bother with any of them. There is plenty, and I honestly mean plenty, especially if you use the Canva Pro. honestly, it's by far the best thing for your money. There are so many features, and they're implementing so many new features constantly. I actually recorded my VSL through Canva the other day. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a poor quality VSL. So what I did was I created a presentation on Canva, and then I went in to present and record it through Canva, which is sick. But you can't really edit the camera, so it's a very small circle. Like right now, you're seeing a big circle in the top left, and this is through OBS. So like I can move over to my screen and I can move this about wherever I want. Right on Canva, it was literally just it was literally just very small. Like I'll show you right now. It was like this, and exactly not something that I was after. So unfortunately, I moved and recorded it on OBS, which is my standard sort of thing for video. Anyway, not about that. Next thing is go high level. This is what I run my whole agency off. My clients enjoy it. My clients like it. It's obviously you can white label the whole software as yours, so you can put your logo etc. on there with like a tiered thing. Then they get an app. You can use the app. And it's a good selling point for clients. If they don't have a CRM in place for the business already, it's a very good CRM to be using. A lot of people use it in the agency space. There's a reference link if you want to sign up and get 14 days free trial with my link. It sort of helps us out both. Anyway, regarding the actual use of this, so what I mainly use this for is for the CRM features, but I also do like nurturing sequences through follow-ups, text automations, email automations. I send out email marketing campaigns through this. I build my own funnels for the agency through this. What else do we use it for? Recording sales calls. Sometimes clients want to record that. There are a ton of features. I was even thinking about making my own school community on here because it's got the direct competition to school. So honestly, there are a fuck ton of features, and you can check it out for free for 14 days. So if you want to have a look at it, have a little bit of an explore, because there is a bit of a learning curve to this. You can sort of get a free trial, have a look, and I don't think it ties you down in terms of credit card. I'm not too sure. Anyway, contracts. I draft mine on this. I don't know why it's saying that it's under maintenance. They must be doing something to it. But regardless, Low Depot is the contract thing that I drafted up, and then DocuSign is where I actually send it over to clients. So I send everything up, get an e-signature, and they get to sign it on their phone or they get to sign on their computer, whatever it is. It's super easy. A lot of the times people don't really care about a paper contract. It's just a service agreement anyway most of the time, unless we're working with a specific client for a specific project. But majority of the time it's just a service agreement that's drafted up on here, lists everything out and sent over through this. And then communication wise, a lot of you guys will probably have different ways of communicating with clients. I have, for my sort of industry, it's perfect WhatsApp. Like everybody uses WhatsApp. So we use WhatsApp, but you might use like, what do people use? Monday.com, I think, is one of them, or Slack. Sorry, actually, Monday.com is a CRM software. Slack is one of the ones. I mean, it depends on the industry, what your like audience is familiar with. You'll be sort of going towards anyway. So regardless of that, and then lastly, I want to just touch on outreach. Something that you want to do if you want to be using cold outreach and email specifically. Instantly.ai is pretty decent. I've used it a fair bit. It's alright. I prefer to personalize mine now, so yeah, I've sort of moved away from it, which is why I'm shouting it out. But it's good software if you want to start out and do like mass emails. You get leads off here as well, and you get like a free trial, etc. And that's pretty much it. I mean, one of the other things you could just have a look at is your website. Websites typically, I don't know, Wix. My first one was on Wix. Honestly, super simple. You shouldn't be taking longer than like an hour making your website, by the way, because a lot of people do that and they spend about 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks building a website, redoing it because they don't like it, etc. Honestly, just whack one up with a template off this. Get a custom domain from GoDaddy. That's the one I use. GoDaddy domain. Honestly, they're super cheap if you want to go buy one on here, and then go Gmail account, and then link everything up so you're using Gmail interface to send all the emails out, but you've got like an @ domain.co.uk or .com or whatever you want to use. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, I think. Hopefully in some way, shape or form this video helped you. I know a lot of these are very popular, and yeah, maybe it's highlighted a few things that you didn't know before. Maybe it hasn't. Maybe I look like I'm just giving basic advice. But I thought if you're a beginner and you're looking at starting SMMA, you might be thinking about what to use for what. Those are the software, websites, tools that I use, and hopefully I haven't really missed anything out. If I have, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.